Hey there Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk's Bounty video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the vintage collection Captain Phasma on the Force Awakens card. Alright then guys, welcome to another action figure review. This is Captain Phasma. She is on the Force Awakens card. This is the vintage collection. She is number 142, so she is part of that latest wave. Let's have a look at the card back. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, I do believe this image here was the first time that we actually saw Captain Phasma, and I think we didn't actually know whether she was a female or a male or whatever at the time. But this image of her was from the trailer, and I remember back then thinking, you know, wow, that character looks pretty damn amazing, a chrome stormtrooper. Yeah, as I said, I don't think we actually knew it as a female at the time, and obviously we didn't know at that time that she would get such a small part in the film, which is a big shame, because I do think she is a pretty cool looking character. And I do think that if you're going to use an image on a vintage style card, that this is probably the best image that you could go with. I remember she was walking down that sort of corridor, and the way she was holding that gun there, it just reminded me of Boba Fett a little bit. Maybe that's the effect that they were trying to get. You know, it's one of those characters that is a kind of a background character, really. He's not one of the main characters. Certainly in the second film, she hardly had anything to do, which is a bit of a shame. But anyway, let's have a look at the back of the card. So as per usual, we do have the Star Wars chase around there, and we do have the vintage collection logo, Disney and Hasbro at the bottom. As I mentioned before, she's VC142. We've got the rest of the wave there, and we've got Yak Face, all the legal gumph nobody cares about. Nice Force Awakens image there. Orange name pill. The font size is pretty good on this one. And there she is in her bubble, looking pretty good. Now, this figure is a straight repack. It's a repack from the 3.75 inch Black Series, which were Walmart exclusives. You could also get them in Asda stores here in the UK. However, I can't actually remember going into an Asda and seeing many of these about. You're pretty lucky if you did. And then eventually they turned up in the Entertainer for £5, which was pretty awesome. But yeah, if you're in the US, I think these were Walmart exclusives, and I think they were quite rare in America too. So even though this is a repack, it's most probable that you might not have seen this figure out of the pack. So anyway, let's get this figure open and let's check it out. Now, before I go into full details of this figure, if you like this video, please hit that like button down below. It really helps the video and the channel. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that little notification bell for future videos. With all that being said, let's take a look at the figure. Alright then guys, so here is the figure itself. Now, it's not too dissimilar to the 5POA version, except for the fact that obviously it's got all the joints and everything and the extra articulation. But in terms of the actual figure, there's not a lot of difference. She has got this soft vinyl plastic cape, which drapes over the one shoulder there with a nice red detail that goes down it along the side there. So it's pretty nice. I do like the look of that. Perhaps this could have been soft good, but I think the way it drapes over that shoulder, maybe the plastic is a better fit for this particular figure. Now, obviously, she's painted all in silver, so it's not quite chrome. So it's not going to be like a chrome like the top of R2-D2's head or the Death Star droid from back in the day. Obviously, that paint and chrome effect that they used back in the day, you know, it ends up rubbing off. So perhaps they had to go with this to stop it rubbing off. But all in all, pretty nice paint job, as you can see there. Nice detailing on the helmet. And yeah, it's just a bit of a shame that she's a bit of an underused character, really, because this character could have been really, really cool. So yeah, if we lift the cape up at the back there, you can just see all the armour going on. So she's pretty much got that sort of first order armour, but in chrome. Now I'm just going to take a look at the weapon, because this is the major disappointment for me of this figure, and it's the same with the Black Series version as well. So this is the blaster, and as you can see, it's like a tan brown with some nice black detailing on it. Now obviously, as we know, the gun that she uses is pretty much the same colour as her armour. It's fully chrome, so I'm not really sure why they did that. It's a bit of a shame, really, but it's a nice looking blaster, but obviously with the colour being inaccurate, you know, it's just a bit of a shame, really. Back to the figure, we'll have a quick look at the articulation. So the head is on a ball, plenty of movement there, every which way that you want. Ball hinge shoulders, spin all the way round. Hinge at the elbow, spins all the way round. Spin at the wrist with a hinge. Full diaphragm at the torso. Lots of crunching going on there. Ball hinge legs, she can do the full splits, kick right out, no split at the thigh, hinge at the knee, spins, hinge at the ankle, spins. So yeah, pretty much all the articulation that you would need from a 3.75 inch vintage collection figure or Black Series figure, whichever you want to call it, because obviously it is exactly the same figure on both. Just give you another good look at the figure itself. Okay then guys, thank you very much for watching this video. That is the end of this review. Captain Phasma for the vintage collection. Hit that like button down below and we shall see you on the next one.